Thanks for clicking on the webcast. I'm Laura Queso. Here's the latest from WENY-TV News and the Star Gazette. $91 million is coming to the Southern Tier next year from Governor Cuomo's Regional Economic Development Initiative. That's more than $40 million more than last year's total. The money is for 62 Southern Tier projects. $1.8 million will go to Ithaca for the Commons Underground Utilities Project. Cornell University will get $500,000 to develop a food processing lab partnership. It's between farmers and small businesses. $3 million is designated for expanding Corning Inc.'s Irwin plant as well.
We've got a lot of areas that can be that can utilize those types of funds. Now we've got to really work harder to assemble those types of projects and present them in their best light.
The Southern Tier took home one of the awards for Best Plan. Miner hopes there will be a vote on the Corning Inc. plant extension by early spring. The addition could add 200 jobs. And while most major Southern Tier cities are receiving state funding for projects, there was one city that didn't get any money for its downtown project, Elmira. City leaders were hoping for $5 million in state aid for the Elmira Regional City Center project by Minneapolis developer Michael Elzafan. But according to our media partner, the Star Gazette, those funds are on hold until Elzafan straightens out a financial dispute in Kansas. The City Center project would transform downtown Elmira with a Hilton Garden Inn, apartments, and a restaurant complex. To Connecticut now, hundreds gathered at last night to remember a national hero, Dawn Hochsprung, the Sandy Hook Elementary School principal who spent part of her childhood in the Northern Tier. Friends, family, co-workers, and many more in the Newtown community filled a funeral home for Hochsprung's wake. The somber event went on for more than 5 hours as more and more people continued to show up and pay their respects. Hochsprung, formerly Don Lafferty, spent part of her childhood in Towanda. She was killed when she lunged at gunman Adam Lanza. Hochsprung was just 47 years old. And now here's meteorologist John Hickey with today's forecast. John.
All right, thanks, Laura. We're looking at a decent day today, thickening cloud cover and some decent temperatures, too. We're just waiting on that storm to come through for tonight and last right through your weekend. So today is that so-called calm before the storm, so to speak. We're waiting on that rainfall that's likely to move in for tonight. Change over to periods of snow through Friday afternoon, right through at least very early Sunday morning. At least a light accumulation of snow is possible, but we'll get to the nitty-gritty of those details here in just a bit. We'll start it off by timing things out for you here on Future Track. We're starting it off with at least some sunshine on your Thursday morning, but by the time we get in towards your afternoon, we'll notice some thickening cloud cover from southwest off towards the northeast through the day. So places like Ithaca, and then, hey, maybe you're off towards Greek Peak today. You'll see that thicker cloud come through pretty late in the day. Now, here comes that storm, initially as a batch of rain with a very strong southerly wind with it, so that'll help to enhance some of these rainfall totals up to about an inch of rainfall as possible at the start of the storm. But then we're going to watch as colder air begins to wrap in on the backside and try to at least change some of that initial rain into a couple of sleet pellets mixing in. But overall, the majority of Friday morning is mainly just rain-filled. We're going to watch as that colder air rushes in behind the storm, though. Probably not a lot going on during the day on Friday. Maybe some rain or a couple of light flurries very early in the morning. We'll have a lull in the action. We're going to wait in a couple of areas of low pressure to consolidate over northern New York. As that happens, cold air rushing over the lakes creates some of that lake effect snow. We're not in that lake effect snow belt, so to speak, but if conditions are just right, we can see some accumulation. We'll get to that map coming up here in just a bit, but overall, just expect a rather cold, blustery, and off and on snow showery, if that's a word, Saturday and at least into the start of your Sunday. So details on what's going to happen. We're going to see that storm begin tonight as some rain change to snow tomorrow. We'll see some gusty winds, and then these snowfall totals I'm about to show you, highly variable. So keep that in mind as you see this map. Generally speaking, 1 to 3 inches for most of us across the viewing area. The ski areas do great, though. Holiday Valley, Greek Peak, over towards Cortland area, as well as Bristol Mountain do pretty well from this. But we're going to have to watch for some localized enhancements downwind of the Finger Lakes. Places like the Newfield Hills, for example, you can see some locally higher totals. So keep that in mind. This map, highly subject to change. Keep it right here to the website as well as our Facebook fan page for the latest on the storm. Interactive Sky Tracker 7-day forecast, cooler and drier stretch as we head in towards Christmas with another storm possible thereafter. Laura?
All right, hoping for a white Christmas. Thank you so much, John. For the latest news, weather, and sports, be sure to watch WENY-TV News at 5:30, 6, and 11. And don't forget to pick up a copy of today's Star Gazette. I'm Laura Queso. Have a wonderful day.